Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Saying the weekend of April 26, 2024, May 10th, 2024, and May 24th, 2024. Were you in fact denied parenting time on those 3 days?
I was.
So he is correct in the fact that Kinley has not been out for her visitation since spring break.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. Listen, guys, we got another good one, man. We got a court case, man. We got another court case, man. I'm telling you, bro, we can be killing it right now, right? We killing it, man. But once again, like I said, I have a bunch of videos backed up that we're going to be recording and reacting to and everything. But for the most part, man, we got another court case here. It's mighty wild, right? It's mighty wild, man. You have this mother. Pretty much, it just seems as if she's falsely accusing this guy. Now, of course, we don't always know the situation. I get it. We don't always freaking know the situation at hand. But as I always say, pattern of recognition. You got women who put everything out they crack just so they can get over, just so they can get the leverage. And it's mighty ridiculous, right? It's mighty ridiculous. But hey, let's go ahead and jump into this video, man. Enough talking.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Saying the weekend of April 26, 2024, May 10th, 2024, and May 24th, 2024. Were you in fact denied parenting time on those 3 days?
I was.
So he is correct in the fact that Kinley has not been out for her visitation since spring break. That is primarily the choice, not only the choice, but refusal from the child to go for the visitation. The child has adamantly refused, has threatened to run away and go to my parents' house and hide if I try to take her there. She wouldn't come with us today, even into the courthouse, scared that she was going to have to go with him at the end of the session. So I had to have a babysitter arranged. More embarrassingly, she's coming into maturity and is about to start her period. She does not want to start her period with her father. She would like to go through that experience with her mother, which I respect. I have no control. I have no knowledge to know when exactly that will occur. And I don't know if she's going to change her mind.
So what you're saying is then we never let her go with her father because we don't know when that's going to happen.
Hey, that was wild, right? That was wild. I mean, as we can see, we have many women who sit up here and say, oh, well, no, this man is doing this to my little daughter, to my little child. This man is doing this man is doing that. And as I stated before, pattern of recognition. We just saw a video, man, of a woman upset, crying, mad, right? Trying to use any and everything to keep this father away from the child. And it's mighty wild.
What acts of violence has he committed here?
The harassment, the threats, the stalking of having a tracking device in our son's bag. And even as now, this is our safe place. This is our home. When so the acts of violence that took place here, the moment that RJ was hit, RJ came here with a bloody knot on his head. And here his father is actively threatening, even with this mediator trying to but actively even texting me, him and his family.
Have you ever had a dreams that you
right? And it's mighty wild because you got the judge sitting up here just looking, and I mean, hey, I'm gonna just continue to allow you to go. I'm gonna continue to allow you to go, which is fine, right? Which is fine because once again, it's good content for us, but it's also something to talk about, right? It's also something to talk about, and it's also going to show the degeneracy. It's also going to show the lengths women are willing to go. The lengths women are willing to go to save face, right? To make sure that a man can't ever see his child again. Another good example is Jenny Mai and Young Jeezy, right? Now, all of a sudden, she has issues with young Jeezy having guns around the child, and hey, well, the reason I want full custody of my child is because I don't feel safe with my child being around Jeezy because he has too many guns. But ma'am, it was never an issue beforehand though, right? It was never an issue beforehand. But now all of a sudden it is an issue. Ridiculous, right? That is freaking ridiculous. Now, she also tried to use a plausible deniability that, hey, well, listen, my daughter, she's going to have her period at some point in time. She's going to have her period and it's coming up. That's another reason why that's another reason why I am holding my child away from this man. I mean, once again, women will pull any and everything out of their crack just to prove a point, just so they can win an argument, just so they can get the leverage. But you want to use a plausible deniability that, hey, she has her period, so she rather it happen with me than with him. And this is why I say become the bigger man. We got so many women who want to be strong, independent, and want to do the same thing that men can do. If that's the case, it's also talking about mentality too. You should also want to compete with men when it comes down to mentality. Any man would just simply just allow it to happen. Say, hey, well, listen, it ain't my time. I'm gonna allow the child to go to the mother, right? If you are a bigger man, if you weren't petty, because 9 times out of 10 she's petty. If you weren't petty with this man, if you just allowed a good relationship to manifest between y'all two, he would simply say, hey, well, listen, if it does come down to her having her period or whatever while she's with me, guess what? I can simply call you up and we can make that arrangement, right? We can make that arrangement. Hell, babe, hey man, listen, if it's really about to come on, because you really don't know when it's going to come on, but if it is about to come on, hey, I'm going to go ahead and give the child over to you, whatever, right? There are options out there that we can choose, man, to say, hey, listen, she can have her little situation or whatever while she's in your hands and everybody still coexist. But no, because you can't be a bigger man, because you seem like a bitter baby mom, y'all can't even be on the same page. And guess what, right? And guess what? You coming up with that somewhat reasonable but lame excuse, because once again, here's another alternative. You can just have tampons and pads and all of that stuff all in his house. I mean, there are so many ways you can avoid that. There's so many ways that the mother can still be involved, but no, right? But no, you want to be bitter. You want to be spiteful. And then the thing is, if that is the case, if the daughter didn't want to be with the father and all of this good stuff, then why didn't you just say something? Why didn't you call up the judge or call up the attorney or whatever, email them or whatever and say, hey, well, she didn't want to come because yada, yada, yada. So I'm trying to get her to go, but she does not want to go. This is what she's saying. This is what she's saying. Right. I mean, at least it will cover your tracks. Right. But we already know she's capping. But once again, that requires women to have a certain level of maturity. Look, man, y'all let me know down below. What do y'all think about this, man? It's mighty wild. Like I said, it's mighty wild. Women will go, to the moon. To the moon and pull any and everything out they crack, hoping that they can throw it to the wall and it sticks. It's ridiculous, but this is what we've allowed the system to become. But do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel.